Welcome, Madoka Magica fans and anime lovers alike. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most complex and fascinating characters of the series, Homura Akemi. But we're not just talking about the anime version of her. Oh, no, no, no. We're comparing the sweet, shy Moemura to the colder, battle-hardened Homura we see by the end of the series going into Rebellion. The question we're asking today is, who is the true version of Homura? Moemura, the timid, wide-eyed version of Homura we first meet as a normal schoolgirl. She's shy, vulnerable, and completely inexperienced in the harsh reality of the magical girl world. Moemura represents the innocence and purity of a character who hasn't yet been broken by time loops, pain, and tragedy. But is that really who Homura is? And then we have the modern Homura, a character who's been through countless cycles of suffering. She's strategic, cold, and willing to sacrifice everything to protect Madoka. The world sees her as a hero or a villain, depending on how you interpret her actions. So let's break down which version truly captures her core essence. First, let's take a closer look at Moemura. This version of Homura represents her life before she was fully aware of the cruel nature of the magical girl system. Her innocence is reflected in her actions. She's nervous, fumbles around, and struggles with her feelings toward Madoka. She's relatable and deeply human, drawing a strong emotional connection with viewers. But is this truly who Homura is? Or is it merely a mask, one that would inevitably crack under pressure? Moemura's vulnerability gives her a sense of charm and relatability. She's unsure, scared, and just trying to fit into the strange new reality. Many fans are drawn to her because she symbolizes the emotional heart of the series. A girl trying to protect someone she loves but doesn't yet understand the cost. Some argue that Moemura is too naive, too dependent on others, and doesn't show the strength needed to survive in a world as unforgiving as Madoka Magica. Now let's shift gears to modern Homura. Over the course of the time loops, we see her evolution, or maybe we should call it a descent, onto a much colder, emotionally distant character. She becomes a strategist, driven by one goal, to protect Madoka at all costs. The charming awkwardness of Moemura is gone, replaced by a razor-sharp focus and relentless determination. What's fascinating about modern Homura is how far she's willing to go. She's no longer trying to simply survive. She's rewriting the rules of the game. This version of Homura has fans split. On one hand, she's undeniably powerful, but on the other hand, she's lost something. Something pure that Moemura once had. Does this version of Homura reflect her true self? Or is it merely a result of the endless suffering she's endured? Here's where the debate gets really interesting. Modern Homura isn't just about saving Madoka, she's about control. She manipulates reality itself to protect Madoka, even if it means crossing moral lines. Is this control born out of love or obsession? And how do we as viewers reconcile the actions with the innocence we once saw in Moemura? This leads us to the big question: which version of Homura resonates more with fans? And more importantly, which version reflects her true nature? Moemura's innocence or modern Homura's battle-hardened resolve? To some, Moemura is Homura's true essence, the girl she was before tragedy struck, before the time loops broke her. Others feel that modern Homura, for all her darkness, reflects who Homura had to become, a necessary evolution to achieve her goal of protecting Madoka. In truth, both versions of Homura hold different truths about her character. Moemura reflects her potential, her desire for companionship, and her love for Madoka before the burden of time turned her into something colder. Meanwhile, modern Homura reflects the price of that love. The tragedy is that in trying to protect Madoka, Homura may have lost the very part of herself that Madoka loved in the first place. So who's the true Homura Akemi? The shy, clumsy Moemura or the ruthless, determined modern Homura? The answer might just be both. One represents what she could have been, and the other what she became in pursuit of her goal. But one thing's for sure. Homura's complexity is what makes her such a compelling character. Her journey is a mirror of the human condition. We all have moments of innocence and moments of strength, and sometimes the hardest part is figuring out which one defines us. But that's where you come in, my friend. Which version of Homura resonates with you? Is it Momura's purity or modern Homura's resilience? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of Puella Magi, Madoka Magica, and beyond.